Hey, welcome back to the Disney Plus Everyday Challenge. And yes, I walked in on my tippy toes so you could see my shirt. It's neat. It's got Doom. It's Marvel. Anyway, this is the welcome to the new episode, and we have Marvel's Future Avengers. It is nothing like what I expected it to be. It is not Future Avengers, believe it or not. Well, it technically is. It doesn't take place in the future. Let's just say that it takes place pretty much in Japan. It's This is 100% a true anime Avengers. It is. It's you could almost you could say that maybe it's an American uh, version aping this anime style. No, you're wrong. It's true anime style, from the way the characters are drawn, to the way they move, to the way that all the sound effects are done, and how it was very obviously done completely Japanese and then overdubbed into English. Whenever a character, let's say, whenever a character appears on screen for the first time in each episode, they have to freeze frame it and put their name at the bottom. And literally after that they go, he poses, Hulk. Really? Really? It was the Hulk? I mean, oh wait, Captain America? Captain America. Iron Man? Yeah. It has to do that. And they're posed or however they need to be after a big entrance. I don't know if they do that continuously throughout the entire series, but they certainly did it within the first 3 episodes that I saw an awful lot. And the funny thing is that the first 3 episodes are very tightly scripted. They all tie together. I kept going through this thinking, well, okay, I'll watch one more and I'll go a third, because it didn't seem like the arc was going to finish, and I wasn't sure that they were going to finish an arc at all. But yes, 3 episodes in is the first full arc, but it has a bigger story that continues, I imagine, through the entire series, because well, it's anime. You know, these animes, some of them go on for 1 billion episodes, maybe 900,000. I don't know. It's a lot. So yeah, it's a story basically of 3 young kids, 12 maybe. I don't know. They're 3 young kids who are have super special powers given to them by Hydra, and they are heroes. They think they are anyway, working for Hydra, to and under the control of Red Skull. So yeah, it's they're a little bit misled. Let's just say that. So we meet Makoto, uh, Adi, Makoto, Adi, and Chloe, and Bruno. You notice there's only 3 of them showing. Well, you don't see it here, but if you look at some of the other things if you check this out on Disney Plus, you'll see that there's really just 3 of them. So one of them might not survive, but probably did. You know, nobody's fully going to die in this thing. Everybody shoots laser beams. There's no bullets, and laser beams do nothing, except annoy the Hulk. That's about it. So these kids, 2 of the kids, are out on missions, and they come back to Makoto, who is our main character, and they're like, "Hey, look, we've been on missions all this time. We just figured out we're the bad guys. We came back to get you. We're gonna get out of here. Let's go." And they are not fully successful. The Avengers, they've been raised to believe that the Avengers are the bad guys, but they run right to them for the most part. At least Makoto does. When his friends find out that they can't escape, they're wearing collars that prevent them from leaving. Makoto doesn't have a collar on because he was never sent out on a mission before, so he's able to escape, and he goes right to Iron Man. And from there, with the help of Iron Man and the Avengers, they raid a Hydra base and just start smashing crap out everything. And the kids that survive decide, oh well, hey, can we be Avengers too? Or at least like apprentices? Can you maybe train us? And they're like, what? Like they fully don't even understand what they're asking, and when they say it a certain way, and they accept it. They even though they really don't want to bring on these children, and for the most part, yeah, they're not going to be on the front lines or anything. At least that's the plan. But you can bet that mostly all the stories are going to involve them at the front of a lot of battles. The funny thing is, this Avengers consists of Captain America, Iron Man, Thor, Hulk, and Wasp. So that's an interesting group. She's also Janet Pym. She's not Janet Van Dyne. So that's an interesting thing for comic book nerds, anyway. What else? Oh, there's plenty of guest stars appearances throughout here. I only made it to episode 3, but starting with episode 4, you're going to get Captain Marvel, Carol Danvers, Captain Marvel, not Marvel. Black Panther. Trying to think who else we got here. We have tons of bad guys that you'll recognize. Loki will be showing up at some point. Red Skull is the big bad in this first arc, so we get to see the Red Skull in Japanese form, which is, by the way, a lot of these characters are very much styled after the MCU versions of the characters, not the comic book versions. So when Iron Man speaks, it is a guy that is doing a very strong clipped Robert Downey Jr. impression. The guy is Mick Wingert. He does a very good Robert Downey Jr. if he stuck to the script of any movie. If there was a script to each of the movies. And there was contention at the very beginning of Iron Man and Iron Man 2 that there weren't really hard-line scripts for Robert Downey Jr. to read from. So a lot of the stuff he sort of made up on his own. So imagine if Robert Downey Jr. had to follow a script and did a lot of exposition every once in a while. That's another thing. One of the funny things about this is that just like in Japanese anime, very often when they do something, they have to announce what they're doing. Like Captain America throws a shield, boomerang shield, or Iron Man repulsor, or the kids, they have their own thing. Level 8 version 4 of scanning, or aerial combat, or whatever their multitude. I think they have multiple powers, or they are adept at certain types of powers. And Makoto especially has some other mysterious power that nobody knows what's all about, even him. So yeah, they have to sort of announce what they're about to do every time they do it, which is just so anime. So that's fun. But yeah, I wish I had the, you know what? I do have the thing. So by the way, this is from 2017 to 2018. So yeah, 2 seasons. It's about 39 episodes. We got, come back here. So it's like 126 episode season. Season 2 is 13. So maybe it just didn't go over as well. By the way, I was mentioning how the Red Skull was Japanese style. Yeah, he looks like the Red Skull for the movie. The dark coat, Red Skull, but very white teeth. Then the Hulk tries to smash him. Iron Man tries to zap him. And when the dust settles, he's like this mecha robot thing with tentacles and tendrils. And they explain that it's not magic, it's nanobots. And yeah. We also got, let's see, hey, here comes Deadpool. So you know Deadpool's going to show up at some point. Oh yes, and the Winter Soldier is also in this. He's kind of a mysterious figure that we discover in the first arc. Hawkeye, Black Widow, Black Panther, Spider-Man, Green Goblin versus the Hulk, Falcon, Ms. Marvel, as well as Captain Marvel. Deadpool comes back again. Looks like there's a lot of Loki and Asgard in season 1. And, That looks like it could be like Kang the Conqueror. I don't know. Doctor Strange, and yeah, you never know who might show up. Nope, come back. So, yeah, it's a big roster. I'm not going to show you who's in second season. I won't spoil that for you. But yeah, it's if you're into Avengers and you like anime, this is a nice little hybrid of the two. I can't say that it's something I'm like, oh my god, I gotta see what happens next. It's I think it'd be good background noise and stuff to watch. It's got definitely very anime type of humor. Uh, it relies very much, like I said, on very stylized versions of our MCU characters. Hulk is a bit more articulate. He speaks in almost full sentences and is very coherent. He's not just a rage monster, and he's not also he's not childish either. I agree with Wasp. Like he has a full sentence, like when he gets a vote as to whether the kids get to do whatever. He actually in that moment he didn't agree with Wasp. Anyway, doesn't matter. You'll have to watch it yourself if you care at all. For me, I'm gonna stick more to the MCU. But if, like I said, if you love anime and you want to see how our Avengers fare in the anime world, this is for you. This is absolutely for you. And it's not too long. It's not 1,000,000,000 episodes long that you'd have to be married to forever. So, and I don't know how recently this was added to the list. So maybe there's more episodes coming from Japan. You never know. Anyway, that's what I got to say. Let's check tomorrow's episode.
241.
Oh, sorry, it was out of the screen. Sorry, 241. 241. There we go. It's a movie. I was wondering when we were going to get to these. But it's the first one. Thank God we didn't do the second one first. But who likes puppies and kitties? Homeward Bound, The Incredible Journey. There we are. Yeah, Homeward Bound, The Incredible Journey. Puppies and kitties running around, and I don't know if they're talking. I remember the movie, but I don't think I ever saw it. So here's my opportunity and yours if you're following along. All three of you. So I'll see you back here tomorrow with Homeward Bound, The Incredible Journey on the Disney Plus Everyday Challenge. See you then.